2-minute Python. Casting. Computers classify data as different types to make it easy to handle, such as integers, strings, floats or booleans. We can't do what we'd like to with every data type. You can't do maths on a string or easily pick out individual digits from numbers. The problem is that the result of an input, and when we read data from a file it's a string, the result of a mathematical operation will be either an integer or a float. But if we could transform data from one type to another, we would be able to perform these operations. The transforming of data type from one to another is called casting, and Python provides several commands to do this. str is used to convert a data item to a string. You can pass str an integer, a float, or a boolean, and it will return a string. You can pass it nothing and get an empty string, and you can pass it a string and it will simply give it back to you unchanged. Int is used to convert a data item into an integer. You can pass the int function a string containing characters that look like a whole number, a float but not as a string, and which will return the integer part of it, or a boolean. Passing the int function a string that contains characters that are not digits will result in an error. Float works in much the same way as the int function, but you can add a decimal point in a number to the list of valid things to pass in a string. Only one though. Bool converts the data item into a boolean. Passing it a 0 causes it to return false, but everything else will cause it to return true, including the string 0 and the string false. Two more casting functions are useful when you need to process ASCII or Unicode. Odd will take a single character and return the Unicode code point for it as an integer. CHR does the opposite and will take the Unicode code point and return the character that it represents. Be careful of casting the result of a function where you can't guarantee the result is going to be castable. An input command being casted can very easily lead to your program crashing because you can't stop the user typing something that would cause the cast to give an error. Thanks for watching this 2-minute Python video. I hope you found it useful. Please comment on and like this video and be sure to watch the other videos in the series.